Good evening, Warband. Welcome back to Conan Exiles on the Warband Exiles server. See, Carnival Kraken, Sotnar, Frost, Sir Yidis, Island Ben Lozano, Random Gen Z Bastard, Dr. Dree, Revan. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, for those of you who've been keeping up, we've gone through a lot of resources, and we lost a lot of people, especially in the last one. So this is going to be a fairly chill affair. We're going to take inventory and just focus on getting our resources together because, yeah, we've been spending a lot more than we've been earning. So time to go on a bit of a binge. So, welcome to the tower. It's kind of a mess. But we got a bunch of stuff getting cooked up. We just got to see what exactly we need to grab. I'm thinking hide is definitely on our list of things to get. We have some, but might need some seriously large quantities. Hey, fish got nukes, welcome. And in particular, last week, we were running out of gold. And we picked a bunch up, but I don't think it was enough. So we're going to look at what we've got here for resources. We've got a fair bit of hardened brick. Pretty sure I've got a bunch of steel reinforcements. Yeah, we got a whole bunch of those that have been manufactured. Chaz is right here. He's KO'd. I haven't heard from him yet. He may pop on later, but he might have his own stuff going on too. So what we have here is, well, we've actually got so much stuff in here that we need to clear some of it out. Tons upon tons of steel reinforcements. But the hardened brick, hardened brick's looking like it's our main limit. Now we have some ways to fix stuff up. We've really got to clean out the inventory here. Hey, Antares 420, welcome. All right. So, I think, yeah, we had a bunch of gold dust in here. So if we toss that in here, that should be a start. I'm thinking we're going to need to go on a resource gathering epic journey. Let's get them crafting up a bunch of alchemical base. Do you know a place that has a lot of silver? We're probably not going to want to be using this particular legendary weapon. I don't have much in the way of legendary repair kits. I have some, but not a lot. This mace should do just fine. Well, we got a bunch of silver bars, so maybe we don't need to rush too badly. And then another thing that I've been considering is, as the Wheel of Friendship's been mentioned a couple times, well, we are unfortunately rather short on friends, especially since some of them have passed away. So we're going to need some stuff to encourage more friends. But I think we might need a new weapon. Like the steel truncheon is pretty decent. But what used to get me through a lot of surprisingly difficult friendships was actually the blunted javelin. All we need for that is some iron, which we have a ton of, and some branches, which we might have some of, kicking around somewhere. There we go. So with 1,000 branches, some iron, let's make some blunted javelins. 10 should be fine. Need some encouragement, pulls out a large club. Exactly. Actually, I'm just going to arrange myself a bit better on screen here, so that I can actually see what's going on a bit. Fairly decent. So let's give this a try. It's been a while since I tried using one of these. Let's try it out on some of our local friends. The blunted javelin, unlike the truncheon, has a separate moveset, and of course, I need a bit more wood, so let's head down to the nearest tree, give it a quick whack, and rebuild our torch. Now, let's see what we have for friends. Seems to work all right. I don't know if it's really doing what I need it to do. It used to be that you could chain together a fairly effective combo. That would basically just repeat the initial stab move over and over again. But I think that they fixed that in the combat overhaul. So unfortunately, no longer that useful. Turn to truncheon. Yeah, far more effective per hit. So, somewhat disappointing, but I suppose to be expected. Now, you need many resources. Many different kinds of resources. And we could also use some rapid transport. One thing is corrupted stone, which requires an abundance of demon blood, which we don't have a lot of. I'm trying to think what our best source of demon blood would be. Probably dragons, really. Could maybe... I don't think the bats produce too much of it. We might be able to get lucky with some mutated demonic wildlife. But that's a major crapshoot, no guarantees. There used to be some variations of the rock noses that provided a fair amount of demon blood. But they've been largely changed out too. So this wants us to craft a lance. It may be worthwhile to head to the unnamed city. Now we need shaped wood for that. There we go. Working on completing. Ooh, oh well, we've got some stuff in the shop. Maybe worth considering some of those actually. You defeat an enemy with a lance. That's doable. We could probably achieve the Overlord one as well. Almost completed all the journey steps. Oh, 10 years in the future. Yeah, to a certain extent, yeah. See that? Let's get that lance out. I think we will do a bit of horseback travel. Get that lance equipped. And where shall we head? We're also going to need some repair kits. That's one thing that we really don't want to leave the base without. Ideally not the legendary ones. Good ones nonetheless. May need to utilize some of this hardened steel. I don't see much in the way of repair kits. Yeah, grab a master and then let's make a couple more. Wouldn't have much hope for it. Admittedly, yes. Yes, this being Ohio in the future is fairly optimistic. I think that Ohio gets to be thankful if it's not a completely irradiated hellscape. That is, you know, worse than your average street in Beijing right now. Grab that. That while the horse has a bit of a seizure. And material wise, we do have skinning knife. Now we have some challenges as well. We can gather some black lotus. It's not too difficult to acquire, it's a quick trip to the jungle. And then defeating giant creatures. A bit tougher, but they are doable. So I think we'll start with the giant, since both the giants and the jungle we have access to, so. How many giants do I need to take out anyway? 10 of them? That's a bit of a tall order. At the very least, I'm going to want some spicy food, because their temple is cold. Let's grab some spice steak. Led to the jungle first. But not attuned. We are off. All right, all right. Yep, and of course, jumped as soon as we arrived. You out. We'll get some hide out of you. Funny thing, it says giant creatures, but aside from the frost giants and the frost giant boss, I don't know if there's much in the way of variation. That's just a white bird. Black garden. That's back this way. Materials. We need the sickle to harvest this stuff properly. Actually, let's give this lance a try. Don't know how many of you have seen how the lance operates, but it's got 2 moves. Oh. All I had to do was use it? I didn't even have to hit something with it? That feels cheap. I gotta at least hit something with it. That's me. Gotta get a bit more momentum on her. The lance has potential as a powerful weapon, but it needs to be used in appropriate circumstances. Unfortunately, this just isn't working. Yeah, big poke stick. It would be nice if it did actually do some proper damage, but maybe I'm just not... Well, the weapon's very underpowered in its current state, I'll admit that. The heavy mace is doing significantly more work. However, we can at least claim the reward, be it an item or a recipe, I'm not sure. Moment, we're just going to head into the Black Garden, get ourselves some lotus. Not too concerned about tanking damage. Various perks I have, high vitality and high grit. I can take a lot of punishment. But here we are. This is where they have the Black Lotus. I didn't bring a gas mask, so we're just going to be fairly quick about this. There we go. And now it wants us to get obsidian. That is certainly doable. And it would line up with our objective of getting gold. The volcano will not be a... It's not a particularly hospitable place. But it does have access to a lot of stone, which we need. Obsidian, which, well, we can harvest for some additional battle pass rewards. Gold, which is necessary, and the potential for high-level thralls. We do have some minor business in the volcano as well. Decisions. Carefully climb up here. Demon blood is still something that we really, truly need. We may have to go and slay dragons for such a thing, though. Definitely cast your votes, chat. As I do aim to entertain while acquiring resources. I think what we might be short on is stone consolidant. I believe that requires resin and plant fiber, both of which are fairly easy to acquire. Well, we'll head to the mountains for now. Let's take a bit of a poke around. Toss the spiked steak into our dedicated food slot. We'll be fighting enemies that like to use the cold, so we're going to want to avoid getting hit. Now. Okay, aggro 2. No horse can tank a fair bit of damage. Jeez, I took a cold snap hit. Unfortunately, they'll hit me with a frostbite debuff. Does a ton of damage by making me just way too bloody cold. Wait for the cold snap to wear off. Off a health potion. 1 out of 10. Yeah, they don't go down particularly easy. No. It would just take way too long to grind my way through those guys. If I came back in a specialized combat build, that would be one thing. But that's going to take ages to pound away at them. Swap out for some ice. I have quite a bit of it. Let's head to the volcano and mine some obsidian. Oh. This? Did this get blown up? Did someone blow up this map room? Huh. Let's check in the past. It was destroyed. It probably wasn't blown up, otherwise I would have seen things exploding. Might have just decayed from not being used for so long. Well, that's unfortunate. Thankfully, we do have some means to compensate. It takes too long to pound a giant. Oh, we'll just have to take an alternate pathway into the volcano. Although this does reinforce the necessity of acquiring more demon blood. As we're going to need literal hundreds of the stuff. We could maybe try fighting demon spiders. But that puts some restrictions on us because, well, we require better potions for some of that. Better potions requires more alchemical base. More alchemical base in turn. The slithering. At least one thing's certain.
Don't make me hurt you, wanderer.
Oh boy. Jeez, how many of these guys are there? I really didn't come here to get into extended combat with you. A little more steel's always welcome, so we'll grab that. And you're seriously gonna stand in my way too, huh? And you're gonna start beating on my horse. Pop that last health potion.
Who's there?
Jeez, there's a lot of you. Yeah, no, we're just not dealing with you. The disadvantage of being in a very non-combat build. My gear's not even really specialized for combat either. It'd be one thing if we caught like a worthwhile thrall isolated. But having to face off against a horde of mediocre ones, all of which can do high damage, even with strong gear, no. Back in the slot for a little bit of passive health. At least that's still up and running. Watch out, strong women. Well, there's quite a few of them in the volcano. Ah, Eri the Ravager. He's quite good, if I could get him. Main issue is, well, being able to knock him out. Unfortunately, being a strong thrall means he does a ton of damage. Yeah, that's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. He does too much damage for me to be able to reliably take him on. Capturing him is largely out of the question. And the problem is if I brought along a thrall that was strong enough to take him out, well, they'd probably die. Or they'd probably kill him before they got the chance to. Maybe I can cheese him here. You can see how much damage he's doing. Actually kill me. That's why I gotta cheese him a bit. And I can hope that maybe he'll just get so distracted by the horse. Get to heal up and still whack him a bit. Yeah, apparently that works to a certain extent. But now I gotta worry about him killing the horse. Okay, maybe this can actually work. Assuming that my mace holds out. Come on, steel truncheon, just hold out a bit longer. Just circle strafe the guy. Advantage of fighting someone with a spear. There we go. Okay, that... What did the horse do attack? I don't think the horse has an attack option. Alright, well, unexpected bonus. An Eri on the Wheel of Friendship. Put some rule in there to get him started. Probably won't last long, but hey, we got one. So, that little incident aside, let's harvest some of this obsidian. Alright, wants to harvest 10 individual nodes. That can be done fairly easily. Lost the venomous. And dark, of course. Past this lot. Torch out so we can actually see where the heck we're going. Loot the chest? Sure. I'm already over encumbered. It's not like it's going to get much worse. There used to be... Yeah, like, you used to be someone who I could reliably get demon blood from. Now you're just a pain in the butt. Doesn't even count as... Oh, it does count as an obsidian node. That's handy. Anything interesting happen? Well, I did manage to capture a very, very good thrall. It'll take a while for him to accept that he's a friend, though. So it won't be something that can be dealt with right away. We're just down here and we're going to collect some obsidian for a battle pass perk. And maybe get a little bit more gold stone in the process. But we are going to at least try, emphasis on try, to avoid stepping in lava. Bunch of stone. Is all the obsidian further in the center? Okay. Defrogger this. Yeah. I'll admit, guys, stream's not going to be terribly exciting. So, trying to get something else out to fiddle with your hands, but it's mostly going to be a fairly chill experience. Just gonna search around, gather up some rare and even not necessarily rare, but just uncommon resources. And then you'll get some building ASMR after I gather a bunch of it up. Alright, well, we harvested the obsidian at least. That wants Crimson Lotus. That's actually fairly easy to get, and it is on our way back. Obsidian, we don't really need. Ash has some uses, though, so we will hang on to that. And of course, the gold stone. Cross at this point down here. Watch the lava. Yeah. Bit of pain, but we made it. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like, up to 8 people can be on a single wheel of friendship. Well, a large wheel of friendship. There is the solo one for the less sociable, but many seem to enjoy being together in large groups. Airy the Ravager, however, only has the solo experience, as it's difficult to get new recruits, sign-ups, members. Let's go with members. Right now, we are short on demon blood. So we are going to take some steps to correct that. But on the return trip, where we will respec ourselves to something a little more suited for demon blood acquisition. Ah, right in the butt. Really?
You picked the wrong fight.
We're going to have to make a little stop by a base. And we're going to gather,
No
we're going to
closer.
harvest some trees. Hey, thanks Greenskin Kratos for the for the interaction. Much appreciated. Yeah, I do hope that you guys have been enjoying the AI songs that have been coming out. I have enjoyed popping them and seeing everyone's responses. Concentrate them into friendship groups at the camp? Well, that's the thing. I really need to expand the bases. The problem is dragging them all over the place. Just not super conducive. What's better is to set up a series of camps in key locations. Crimson Lotus. Defeat tigers, huh? Got a nice new bench. Oh, wow. Ooh, and then a new kind of bedroll. Ooh, ooh, Derketo's favorite. That would be nice. Yeah, there's a bunch of battle pass stuff I'd like to unlock. It's gonna take a bit. Can you set up more than one large base provided you have the resources? Oh, absolutely. I just need to remember to drop by and touch them every now and again in order to keep them refreshed. I'm pretty sure that that's why my other base vanished. Why that, whatever. But theoretically, you can have as many bases as you can set a foot on in 2 weeks. I actually have plans for another one, but I really want a large manufacturing hub operational, which is why I'm focusing on the tower out here. On that note, we need to do a lot of harvesting of wood and resin. There's one location that it's a great location to build a base, but it is just terrible for resource acquisition, horribly inefficient, and difficult to use as a manufacturing hub. It's nice if you want a place that no one bothers to go, just because it's so out of the way. But it's just massively inconvenient for you. Like even my current one, it's inconvenient in some ways, but it at the very least does have a ton of resources in and around it to utilize. Need to head a little further down this way. So we're going to need a whole lot of plant fiber for this operation. And then, resin. Just a ton of it. Just an absolute ton of resin. There we go. Actually, just gotta make some arrangements on the other screen. There we go. Right, wow, almost an hour in, and well, I'd say we've at least accomplished some of our major journey goals. We have acquired a fair number of the resources that we require. Still short on the demon blood. And we could do a very thorough harvest. Wouldn't be even that difficult to do it just kind of locally without needing to warp around. But I think dragon slaying would be, at the very least, more visually interesting. I'd also like to be able to make some slightly more suitable gear. Lumberjack Simulator 2023. Well, this is how you get resin most efficiently. I mean, I could shove everything on the drying racks, but that takes a while. If we need it quickly, and this is what needs, and then I can turn the branches and the wood and the bark into additional resin, as well as dried wood. Are you going to follow me all the way? No? So now we return to the tower, which unfortunately still is largely made of sandstone. Do aim to change that. In order to change such a thing, we're going to need some better equipment. Let's see what we can do with what we have now. So we have a ton of resin here. I think this will work. So, put in all that resin, all that plant fiber, manufacture just a bunch of stone consolidant. I have to put you somewhere. The other thing list. There we go. Stand right there for a bit. Now we have more resin that was manufactured earlier. We get that operational. Get all of that going. Looks like plant fiber is what's limiting us at the moment. But we're going to queue up a couple things before we worry too much about that. And just dump a whole bunch of stuff that we don't really need into these various containers. That manufacture up. Hide we'll toss in here, be stripped apart. I also lack a proper sorting system for much of my equipment. However, let us see what we can do. We have a bunch of hardened leather here now. Should allow us to create. We need heavy padding, ideally perfected. That's very expensive to make. Go out, we can harvest more to build with. We have enough bricks to work with at least. $185 consolidant turn into 185 hardened bricks. Let's utilize what we have at least. So we'll go on a bit of a building spree right now. First thing, we need to expand. Get the proper perimeter established. Perhaps even get a second floor. I think one thing we can do we can start clearing out some of this. Really open up the middle ways. bit of a mistake there. Building. Grab some storm glass. Pick. A simple floor. Nope. Gotta be careful not to delete stuff I don't want to delete. That doesn't do too much damage. Since the resources aren't destroyed anymore, and the manufacturing time is instantaneous. But it is still somewhat inconvenient. Alright, so that cleans that up. We're going to move this here. This casting table moved inside. Would if we could. There. All right. Hot tub on the base roof. Oh. Saving resources for something like that, that kind of luxury is still quite a ways off. After all, the roof itself is, well, quite a large endeavor on its own. There, let's get nice, simple door. Side, we'll head up to the second floor where, oh, I believe is Hecker Wave Runner. Yes. All right, well, we actually have a journey that will be useful with this. We'll switch to placing a unique combat brawl. Let's bring out Hecker Wave Runner. He's that pirate captain we captured, I believe, 2 episodes ago. And he's highly skilled with a short sword. So we'll consider bringing him along if we can get some appropriate gear together. Wheel of Friendship may need to be moved for a bit. I'll put him in my pocket. And make the Wheel of Friendship disappear for a bit. Get some foundations in. Itself is quite the endeavor. Last thing, I just reduce the wheel to its constituent parts and then put it in my back pocket. Oh, I actually completely forgot I had all this stuff up here. those essentials placed. Large pillar only goes on the square foundations. Come on, open up. Hatches can be kind of a pain in the butt. This is, as of right now, the current top of the tower. Given how I can't even look out over the vast landscape without having those things block my view, I'd say it's significantly lacking. Let's at the very least get this up. Storm glass hatch in. There. Maybe it'll open up a bit nicer. That perspective. There. At the very least, it's a bit stronger. Put in some stairs. But chat, you can see like, with how many individual building pieces go into just one floor. It's easy to understand why it's so resource heavy. Create the tower. And why such a large manufacturing base is required. Well, I don't like leaving mass areas wide open, and at the very least just going to focus on patching up the outside here. First person, so it's a little easier to build. Oop. Oop. He's gonna stream after this? Well, don't hold back on my account. This is very much just meant to be a fairly chill 3 hours. I build up, gather resources. Just for reference, we've basically burned through all the hardened brick, and that includes dismantling the friendship wheel. Brick at a time. Yeah, and that's the last of the hardened brick we've got. And we're still not even around just the base. Just the baseline foundation of the tower. Is expensive. But we will take steps towards dealing with all of these setbacks. So we got to start clearing out inventory space. Bunch of random little things that need to be removed. Alright, that should do for the moment. Why not find the resources to make more bricks? Well, that's an option. Because to get more bricks, first need to require stone to turn into bricks. But then in order to get the more advanced bricks, we require a combination of resin and plant fiber. Currently we have that cooking, not at that one, that's the steel fire table, right here. And so that gets us a little over 1,000 consolidant right there. We can then take to this fast cooking furnace, toss our consolidant in, and start that cooking. But that, of course, takes time. But yeah, this is the OG. Where's the crackhead dancer? Crackhead dancer's over here. See? Currently doing the snake dance. I've expanded the interior a little bit, so it doesn't look quite the same. There's a little bit of extra space to move around. Strip mine the entire region. Well, that could be done. The thing is, it wouldn't be strip mine, it'd be more strip harvest. Let's see. I suppose that would be the most prudent. It's that little pickaxe. Must have tossed it in the chest. Now there is a place that I have a really nice harvesting route laid out, but it usually requires me to do a bunch of teleporting, and given the fairly inconvenient location of my base, might not be the smartest idea to set up there. Sorcery mining can be fun. Do I even have any sorcery that can take advantage of it? I mean, I know I have the ability to see resources. Oh. Harvests and recalls minerals in an area around the caster. Does it require something? All right.
Shug.
None of those. The life, death, and undead? No.
Sliggers.
That reveals stuff. How do I harvest it? Cast Cull. Cast with the arcane staff. It looks like that's simple, huh?
Shug.
Don't look like any of those. The fourth stone.
Slinga.
Either of those.
Sliggers.
Do not get shot.
Do I have detect resources?
Shug.
Perhaps I need more corruption before I can utilize that? Alright, well, most effective way that I know of to get corruption is, friendship. Advanced friendship. And I'm also going to have to make that dancer step aside a bit so I don't end up going overboard. So unfortunately we need to send her away. Just kind of back in this corner here. Let's see. Should be someone up here, a good candidate for friendship. Yes, you'll do perfectly. Do not resist. You are being recruited. And you decided to fall through the earth. Alright, we'll make do. Bring you along. So let us... Oop, that's the wrong door. That's where the friendship wheel would normally be. No, we need to I need to go in here. And we need your soul. There we go. Alright, we have 5 jars of soul essence. Nice. Now, more importantly, we are at 50% corruption. So, let's head around to these rocks. See if we can utilize the staff now.
Shug.
Escalate. Need a cloth pouch. Right. I'm not sure how easy those are. Hey, we've got Wanderer. Right, now. The Tome of Korak. Golem Workbench. I think we make them... So, cloth pouch requires gold dust and bone meal. Gold dust we have some of. And bone meal. We have a bit. And everything else requires demon blood. So I guess we're only getting 1 out of this. Fairly complicated, so really hope that this thing isn't consumed immediately upon use, but it probably is. Let's head up here. Let's try this. The new friend, gender fluid. I think that they're soul fluid right now.
Shug.
Alright. And... Okay. So... Well, that did gather quite a bit. Did that also use up? Yes, so I need to manufacture 1 cloth pouch every time I want to utilize that. Could be fun. Is it worth it, though? Well, admittedly, that's a lot of plant fiber. But how much of that did I already harvest ahead of time? I didn't really pay enough attention to the raw numbers. At the very least, I'm going to admit that has significant potential. And it was kind of fun. So if I had more demon blood, I'd probably use it more frequently. But it's a very wealthy requirement. Definitely not anything I'd consider cheap. Clear out a bunch of things there. Now we need demon blood. A lot of demon blood. We also have alchemical base now, though. And we're going to need to use the dancer to entertain us. So for now, let's have it manufacture as much hardened leather as we can manage. We do need better clothes. Entertain us, wench. Unless compared to star metal stuff, but fun to use in a forest or quarry. You see, that's where it could be kind of neat, because maybe you get less, but time is something to consider. It's not like you necessarily need to be precious with the stuff. Dead guy on the workshop floor, what, the China? Nah, that's Chaz. He's just sleeping on the job. So I'm going to say that spell is definitely neat, just a little expensive to use at the moment. Now that we have restored our health, and there's a lot more gold bars to start breaking down. We still need demon blood, so we are going to have to start acquiring it. Mass quantities. Where did I put that casting table? I need the tinker's bench right here. We need those master weapon repair kits to repair all our tools. Can't find where. There we are, star metal pickaxe. Next up, I'm going to grab a bunch of aloe, toss that in here, but we need a potion of bestial memory. Wood, please manufacture. Sure. 4 concentrated aloe. What floor contains the brothel? That's a work in progress. Like, the tower is not built high enough to justify the Temple of Derketo section. The heck weighs so much? First of all, attributes. We need to get our strength maxed up. We will go with second skin so that we can wear heavier armor. And we will pick crushing swings. Then, of course, we will boost vitality. At the very least, we will go with fast healer. At the very least, bring it up to robust. Go with stamina regen. And defensive posture. Now we have 10 points left. Agility would not make sense to do. Authority would give followers a boost, but we're not really bringing anyone along. Mostly because they'll probably die. And expertise. This would be useful for harvesting demon blood specifically. So we will put points into expertise with the careful harvest perk. Let's grab, ooh, that's a bunch of hardened leather. Alright, this should go a long way. So let's get some affected heavy padding and complete the set. And then we need to pick out what to wear. Could actually make some Silent Legion gear. Even Redeemed Legion. Black Ice, Star Metal, and Alchemical Base. Apparently Gur-Leg Biter can make it, and Redeemed Legion gear is quite good. Do we have the Star Metal, though? We have some, I'm aware. Do we have enough? Do I even know where it all is? That's the other question. We've burned through a lot of our Star Metal. Actually, we still have that journey step to complete, don't we? Oh no, we need to get a thrall to level 20 for that one. Hey, Random Gens beat the bastard. If you don't make it back in time, thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I think I'm low on Star Metal, so that's another resource. Oh, and then we have a bit more there. Okay. Rest is some chemical base. Nice. Grab the alchemical base. Did we already grab it all? About here. Okay, we've got 11 here. There. That should be enough dust. Clear some space out. Rearrange that. Take out bangs. Pop them in here. And then black ice, which one of these. There, 500 black ice. We'll start with the pauldron and the tacet. I'm just gonna leave the guy on the floor. Chaz doesn't have a bedroom. This is about as good as it gets right here. Grab this gruel. Give it to Hacker Wave Runner. Don't have much in the way of proper weapons for him. On one hand, I would like to bring him along. That he could. Oh, here we are, 200 star medal. That should finish it off. Probably leave with enough left over. Yeah, so alright, so there. Weapons. Gaussian sword. We need a weapon handle. Just craft a bunch of weapon handles. Chaz is bodying a cooler with the other thralls. Well, the thing is, unlike Ark, you can't move around someone else's unconscious body. You can loot it, you can kill them, but you can't do much else. So... we'll give him a Nemedian sword. Armor. Well, he's probably good enough wearing some of the leftovers. Should be enough alchemical base to finish off the set.
Kill that beta. He's sleeping on the job.
Chaz. Hey, look at him. This is, well, portable storage for the most part, although this does give some nice bonuses to health. So at the very least, I am going to strip him take some of the more valuable aspects. And donate them to Hecker Waverunner. And then put some of this stuff away. Also need to consider some enhancements for this gear. What would be worthwhile putting on this gear in terms of enhancements? I could just apply some plating. Flexibility is stamina reduction. I think plating makes the most sense, actually. Yeah. So, making it more flexible would help with stamina cost. Honestly, probably plating. I have to grab some more heavy leather to complete that. I have a stack here. Yes, I do. Samurai cloth armor, that is an option. It's a completely different set of gear. But going full samurai is an option in this game, complete with a katana that's got its own unique moveset. Just strip ourselves here. While we apply some of this plating to the gear. So before it is 363 with weight 19.19. 375 weight 19.19. Chicago chainmail. Dare I ask what Chicago chainmail is? Because if it's like freaking like soda can tabs arranged on top of each other, that would both be extremely funny and also unsurprising. Where? I don't remember where I put those seeds I picked up. Is there a necessary ingredient in gruel? There we go. we already have tons of seeds in here, so this works out just fine. I'm going to want a lot of gruel for Hecker. Alright. Oop. That's the gear. Armor value of 1675. Armor weight is heavy. Gives bonuses across the board, really, but mostly to strength weapon damage, which is usually useful. Attributes are set up. Still have the option of defeating giant creatures. Wrong. And also defeating tigers. Pecker. Oh yeah, let's I had a sword cooking for you as well. Follow me to where all the blacksmiths are going ham on it. Let's run to the Tinker's Bench. Where's the weapon damage kits? Is it only humans you can bring to the Wheel of Friendship? Yes. Animals, you have to make friends with them as babies and then bring them to the Pen of Friendship. But only humans go on the wheel. There. Advanced. Kit. An improved sword. And I think looking quite respectable. Respectable enough to go get some dragons. So let's bring along a horse as well. Since I don't have infinite storage capacity, I'm going to need a pack mule. So let's go hunt some dragons. In terms of giants, they can be acquired in other ways. Not with the Wheel of Friendship, but there are ways. Let us be off. Where do greenskins go? Greenskins go to the gym. That is true. That is true. So. He's got plenty. He should be fine. Those. Alright, let's see. Nice, nice. A lot of rapid level ups. But the pirates have high agility as a base, apparently, so... He might be effective, but I suspect he's going to be largely a disappointment. Not seeing shard down there. Well, the dragons are down this way. High agility on him, though. Perhaps the sword is not a good weapon for him. Maybe he would be better off with some kind of dagger. We'd probably just throw away javelins if I gave those to him. Yeah, he's largely going to be a disappointment as a thrall, but he'll do for a meat shield for the time being. At least until I can get someone significantly better. Like that Airy the Ravager I acquired earlier. If you give Airy the Ravager a spear and some appropriate gear, he becomes significantly powerful. Map table southeast of the Dawn Gate? Thank you, Wanderers. Appreciate it. So we have the dragon there. Let's see, southeast of the Dawn Gate. Dawn Gate. Southeast, huh? So that'd be around this area. Mark that on the map. Not just dragons that appear here either. There's also these guys. Nice bunch of blood crystal out of him. Let's beat up this dragon. Dragon and a giant to be bouncers. I don't know if there's any way to get a dragon. Like, as far as I know, they've never really been tamed. They're just kind of pets. They're like wild animals in a zoo. I will look into it, though. Let's put the stun little pickaxe here to maximize our chances. There we are. 48 demon blood. Not a lot, but that's a start. We need 200 per map room. Not to mention if we want to use the resource harvesting technique. Hey Tasha Pai, welcome, welcome. Right. Let's see. My inventory is getting kind of full here, so well, you've got some stuff on you already. Well, here, hold some of the heavier things. Why bring the horse if you don't ride? Fair enough. mostly as storage. But part of it too is I just don't think to ride for anything but longer excursions. Around here, I just feel better served by the mobility of jumping and climbing around. There we go. Now, I don't know if the pickaxe would be best. Let's try the pick and see how that compares. About the same for Demon Blood. Alright, let's beat you up. Oh, I got the Berserker buff from being below 50% health.
Hokey pokey, mate.
Nope, take the gold. Right. Oh wow, no blood from that one. Definitely switching to the pickaxe. Heal up a bit as well. So, Hacker's doing fine, I suppose. That lack of a core strength stat is very disappointing. 15 strength is pretty pathetic. What's the mission? Right now, the mission is to get Demon Blood. So to that end, we are hunting dragons. Should be more of. We're also trying to get Hecker Wave Runner to level up a bit. His high agility means that, well, he's not particularly suited for this. Alright, we have a little over 108 Demon Blood. Just go to the courthouse to get Demon Blood. True, true. Unfortunately, the exiled lands lack any sort of formal courthouse affair. So, we can hunt that dragon to try and get its Demon Blood. But I also want to just take a poke up top. Looking in addition for fragments of power. Vegeta Ultra Ego crying about Jerry Springer? Yeah, he died today. Personally, I don't care. I never really watched his stuff to begin with. Hey, see you, Grinch. Thanks for stopping by. Come on, am I gonna make it? Am I gonna make it? I'm not gonna make it. Oh, but I can catch myself here. No luck there for a fragment of power, unfortunately. Guess they're just being kind of stingy.
Pokey pokey, mate.
Being demolished fairly quickly. But if I had like a Nordheimer named person, they'd be demolishing them that much faster. No dragon blood from any of... No demon blood. None. Got a little over 100. It's not terrible. There's that abandoned silver mine. That doesn't particularly have much in the way of demons or demon blood. Just trying to get out of this corrupting area a bit. We got a couple other fragment locations marked, so we'll ride by those. Don't want to hang around in this area too long. Skeletons and whites here tend to do a fair bit of damage, and they don't drop much that's useful. The whites can be a good source of witchfire powder if you harvest them with a sickle, but I have no need for witchfire powder at the moment. The bats give demon blood. The boss bats do. I don't think the lesser bats do. Like, I can try with a couple of them, but I'm doubtful that they'll give up demon blood. And the boss bat, well, it does a ton of damage. Like, it's one thing to fight one skull bosses, but I don't think I'm properly equipped for a 3 skull boss. Let's see, there should be a fragment of power around here. Yep, there is. Right there. Maybe another one just buried off in the sand this way. And the third one, if I crawl around the side there. Oh, yeah, there it is. These can be useful if I want to gain additional knowledge. If I wanted to learn some more advanced religious stuff. Maybe some additional construction boosts. Considering I have basically all the good stuff unlocked, it's not usually necessary. Maybe if I wanted to learn some extra armors. The alternative is I take these and try my luck at the Library of Esoteric Artifacts. Lucky? I don't think so. Nope. Not lucky here today. Well, we'll take the two that I did manage to grab and we'll utilize those. Ooh, hello, legendary weapon repair kit. Oh, he's doing at least decent damage against the skeletons. When he gets his hits in, anyway. Well, you get used to accepting the dice roll of potential withdrawals. But at the very least, I can now verify that the pirates are good at ranged attacks above all else, or knife-based weapons like agility. Let's see if these bats will drop what I need them to. At the very least, they do drop fast. Oh, they do drop demon blood. Okay. Thank you very much, Wanderer. With the bats dropping demon blood, that gives us a lot more options to work with. Alright, that does get us over the 200 mark. Now, one other thing I'm curious about.
Nigga.
Abistro get yog.
This apparently reveals corrupted objects, but I've never really seen it work. I work as long as I'm holding the staff. toss some dragon bones in there. Alright, decent haul between the dragons and the bats. Know that the giant serpent will drop some as well, but not too eager to fight that demon snake. You're just going to slip around this way. Here. Yeah, 360-degree no-scope attacks indeed. With heavy poison damage. The snakes are no joke. Let's head to the Library of Esoteric Artifacts. Let's see if we can't get some neat new recipes. Bow taxidermy. Alright. Nice decoration anyway. And venom-infused two-handed sword. No lie, one of the best weapons in the game. Venom infused two-handed sword used to be just a nightmare. PvP, PvE. The two-handed wide-swinging weapon that does heavy damage on its own and inflicts venom. Devastating, devastating weapon. Now, heard southeast of the Dawn Gate is a map room. Let's head out that way. Right out this way. I think from the map room, we're gonna head up to the giants and see if we can't slay a bunch of them. Yep, there's that map room as promised. Wait, or is this? No, this is just a camp of some sort? No. No, it is a map room. Place lit up like Christmas. Pity there's no map room to send us back, but fighting the giants will be worth it. And then from here, yeah, we'll just zip through the volcano to get what we need. Actually, I should pay close attention to this Redeemed Silent Legion gear, because it does provide additional insulation against both the heat and the cold.
dance
yeah.
for me now or swing for me later.
Well, between the armor and the spice state, I can avoid the frostbite effect of cold snap. Take some of that spiced pork and the steel. Now, maybe I'm feeling confident enough that we'll face a boss while we're in here. There's been some additional stuff I've been meaning to do in the area.
You got no chance, mate.
Having gear this good makes it actually possible. He's just gonna keep dropping spiced pork on us. Yeah, alright. Bonus dungeon. We still got, yeah, a good 40 minutes. Ooh, bunch of ivory. Take that.
Thieves.
Go. Well, they don't drop demon blood, as they don't count as demons. But they do drop a whole bunch of other neat stuff. Which are well worth taking out. At least if we're in the area. Plus, I don't really want to hold a huge conga line of them chasing me down later. Better to just take them out now and not worry about harvesting the corpses. Actually, on that note... No, it's only skinning corpses. Alright, so... this branches off into 3 separate rooms. One leads to a forge that makes ice giant gear. It's inferior to what I currently have, and I can't use it. So I'm not too concerned. The second leads to the boss. The boss I do want.
You dance for me now or swing for me later.
He has an item that's essential to the story. Or at least if you want to beat the game. Third room leads to something else. Like some sort of... I never really figured out its purpose. But we're going to fight a giant king. With the Redeemed Silent Legion gear, I'm not worried about freezing to death. So I can instead put all my effort into just beating the crap out of this guy.
You dance for me now or swing for me later.
Looks like the 10th enemy that we take out, 10th giant, will be the boss.
Watch your flanks. Me and me mates are thick as thieves.
Still want to avoid his big charging attack. No sense in taking it regardless of how well we might be able to tank it.
You got no chance, mate.
There's the bigger wheel of friendship for the giants? No. Instead, there is a particular horn dropped by particular NPCs.
Me and me mates are
That horn is what allows you to get a giant. Considering how valuable named thralls are, can be quite the trade-off. All right. Next up, they want us to defeat tigers, huh? Well, what if I just refresh these challenges? Well, give it a minute to figure itself out, I suppose. And now, frostsmithing, black ice pickaxe, black ice weapons, really. Any more? Or is it just the one? Just the one. Take the glass and coal. Thought I re-rolled these. There we go. Inspire, harvest stone, craft an explosive, and gather a lotus. What about again? Defeat bat creatures. Complete the Black Keep dungeon for a legendary. Alright. Black Keep's not too far. That random Gen Z bastard that just took out the Giant King. And I re-rolled the challenges and it says, hey, go complete the Black Keep for a pretty nice bonus. So we're just going to get outside to some relative safety. And we are going to go fight the Kinscourge again. Just want to be a little further away from the entrance should these guys respawn. Sure that I have indeed learned totems. I'm going to grab a beer real quick, so I will be right back in a minute. There we go. Hey, Pungiti, just some random guy. Wait, we're getting another Chronic stream tonight? Jeez. I mean, it's great that there's so much content coming out. But wow, I pity the poor buggers who just start getting into this stuff, because there's basically non-stop live streams throughout the week. Sorry, random guy. You did just miss a giant fight. I had to take out 10 giants, and the 10th giant was the Giant King. But you are going to see me take my new gear and my new, if a little disappointing, thrall, and we are going to go fight the Kin Scourge in a quick little, almost a speed run challenge, because I don't want it to take too long. I think I need to head this way. Chronic in 17 minutes. Well, I plan on running a little bit longer than that. I'm going for my full 3 hours here. But this is very much just meant to be kind of chill. At the very least, I think I can beat the Kin Scourge in under 17 minutes. So we need to get over there, because we have to get over the mountainside.
Sad noises.
Yeah, sorry, random guy. Started out as just, hey, let's have a bit of a chill stream while I get resources. And I was like, alright, well, we need demon blood. And then from demon blood, it escalated to, yeah, we have the opportunity to fight a giant here to get some extra bonuses. And now we're taking a little bit of a boss rush sidetrack. 1 hour, 17 minutes till the beats end. That is true. I'll probably actually get to finish my stream before the music ends. Well, I'll work my way up to having a nice beat repository as well. I'm going to try to queue up a whole bunch of them, because right now I'm still making just 1 per day. But I've really got to try to get like a whole week's worth of beats, title cards, and thumbnails all together. Yeah, we're going the right way. Exactly. Like, what are we farming? Demon blood. It's like, yeah, and apparently not only dragons, but the bat demons will drop it as well, which is very useful. Especially since one of the challenges I re-rolled involves, well, bats. So, let's just try to avoid taking fall damage here. There's apparently water passage. Chronic powers up on cushion meat straight to the nads before every stream. You're probably not wrong. But he's got good beats though too. I did not bring the key to the keep. So we will have to actually do most of the dungeon search through it. Let's see if I can remember how to navigate this place. Too much about that. Here. Spell page, neat. Couple items from that chest. Now, I do remember we have to go down this way. This passage is pretty familiar. I used to grind there. I think here. Down this hall. Or should we take a detour at some point? That opens just fine. Yep, muscle memory has served me well. I'm amazed that you managed to catch up so fast. I need to plan to knife some great white sharks in my pork armor. Well, it is technically fishing because sharks are fish. So then after that route, which is the main route, then we take the branching path here, which should lead us towards the boss. Yeah, I think in there, up this way. And yeah, around the corner. Bingo. Hero's the Deathbringer. Oh boy. He is freaking fast. Let's heal up here. Random guy. Oh, geez, you're dipping out right at the boss fight. Down we go. Alright, well, might not have much in the way on his corpse, but there we go. Chop him up and we get his heart. Complete this. Completes a couple things in the battle pass. So defeat bat creatures and visit Jelha. Claim that golem item. Claim that. Raw ores. Oh. You can actually make dogs. That'll be cool. Blood crystal sword. Very cool. Golem armor. There's... Oh boy. Well, it's 60 levels, but they make you work for them. Alright. Well, we'll double... I'll just make sure that we grab that gear real quick. Right, so... Jelha. Eat bats. Now, I'm going to say the bats are slightly higher priority because I do still want demon blood. Fairly certain dropping down there leads to death. Wait, this looks familiar. Oh, this is not the right way. Get down this way. Here. And here, or does this just lead back? That leads back to where I was. Instead, we go straight down this route. And down this side hallway. Wharf's San Francisco, back alleys of Hong Kong. Well, yeah. The architecture is definitely inspired, I'll give it that. This way. I think out the door right here. Now did I lose my backup? Nah, backup's still there. He'll follow along at a really close range, and if he ever gets stuck, he just teleports to me. Hey, Takafu did summon Sir Yeetus. Shall I think harvest a lotus? Was that on the list of challenges? Let's harvest gossamer now. Alright, so all we gotta do is cross the bridge. Can't believe I'm riding the horse. Well, circumstances make it worthwhile. It's a long ride without needing to do much in the way of navigation. It's the perfect opportunity to ride the horse. You're going to head down to this town here. Probably the... I think Seprimeru might be technically bigger. That would just make this the second largest settlement. I need to see whether or not the map room that I have here is still active, because it has been a while. It's possible that it too disappeared. Structure seems intact though, so it's got that going for it. Yeah, looks like the map room's still in place, which is good.
By Ymir, I saw something.
Alrighty, so us to Jelha, take out bat creatures. At the very least, if we go to Jelha, we can get back real fast. Oh, and there we go. Jelha has been visited. Claimed. Battle Pass award. Accepted. And on that note, what should I get here? I mean, extra building options? Yeah, I'm kind of a sucker for that. Lights. Yeah, I'm a sucker. And it's on sale. Mace. Alright. Undead Rhino. I don't know about that. Workers wall paint. Yeah, this could be useful. Dragonbone Lemurian spear? Oh god, I'm a sucker for all the for the fucking stuff in this game. There. I already blew a bunch I blew a bunch of my freaking coins on that. When can you buy a clock? I don't know whether that's part of the planned update or DLC, but not right away at least. It took them years to add in sorcery. I think it'll take them a while yet before they start adding Glocks. let's go hunt some bats. Truly the manliest weapon would be a 4570 submachine gun. I don't know if that's the manliest weapon. I think that the manliest weapon is still bare fists. Like, if you're going to quantify manliness, a straight up fist fight is probably the manliness. The 4570 is price significant by another metric. Goes with the Chicago armor. You're gonna have to explain Chicago armor, because all I'm imagining is some bugger with a whole bunch of interlinked pop tabs to form some bullshit chainmail. And I'll be honest, I'm kind of curious as to how effective aluminum pop tab armor would be, because I think it would at the very least be good against slashing damage. Up to over 300 demon blood. We'll drop a bunch of that stuff that we don't need. That's pretty decent. That's decent. T-shirt, sweatpants, and a hoodie. Oh! So... Damn. So, actually inferior to pop tab chainmail. Right, so... Oh. Wait, is the sandstorm coming here? That's actually probably not good. I don't really have any defenses against the sandstorm right now. Not on the sandstorm mask. Might have to run into some shelter. Drop that. Yeah, I believe we can take shelter down here. Hide in the Temple of Set. Apparently even this isn't enough. Really? This doesn't count as sheltered? I'm inside the Temple of Set and the sandstorm is still blasting me. Really? hide up in a corner somewhere. Nope, this doesn't count. At least I'll get legendary armor patch kit out of it. And of course the sandstorm's passed. Alright, so well, putting aside how disappointing not being able to take shelter in the Temple of Set is. Let's see. Still need to take out a couple more bat creatures. We could try fighting the boss. See how well this shield holds up.
If you have been chosen to work the aviary, be wary. The winged demons that we use to complete our errands are fed on the flesh of sacrifice pits. They see your kind.
You dance for me now or swing
The
for me later.
aviary allows us to rule our empire, carrying the decrees of the triumvirate across the land. Our beasts feed themselves as they travel. They are intelligent enough to never lose their way. Like you, one. They make excellent servants.
The assertions for Grey to have a death run. Well, that's the thing. I have not actually died this entire round yet. Gotta watch I don't jinx it here.
You dance for me now or swing for me later. Pokey pokey, mate.
Alrighty.
You got no chance, mate.
He goes down pretty fast anyway. 9 out of 10 bat creatures, and we got a fragment of power out of it. You can actually eat one of these. Can't get some health back. Yeah, nice jinx, Gray. Exactly. It's gonna happen sooner or later. I'm gonna do something stupid. My money's on gravity. I think I'm gonna do something stupid with gravity, and it's gonna bite me in the ass. Actually, I forgot. I'm supposed to be harvesting the demon blood. 32. Another thing. Let's equip climbing here. Corruption is extended pretty heavily. I'm gonna need all the bonus climbing aid I can get to get up here. I think there's another fragment of power up here. Well, apparently not this time. I'm gonna have to reset the server. I don't know where else the bats would be. You need to take out 10, but aside from fighting the boss bat, White Death, I don't know how fast the other ones here respawn. They may be up even higher. Is there another layer of bats around the aviary? Yes, there is. Okay, cool. We're back in business. Bat creature's completed. Skin a saber-tooth and defeat bears. Right. Almost up to 500 demon blood. Yeah, definitely next time we need demon blood, we're coming back and doing these bats. They die way easier than dragons. And there's a lot more of them, too. May not drop it all the time, but often enough to make it worth the trip.
Yeah.
500 demon blood. Alright, so now let's ride off. Go manufacture some materials. For no reason, you're frustrated with YouTube? What's up? I mean, aside from all the usual bullshit. Did it not notify you with a stream or something? No, so we weren't that far from White Death if we did have to go fight him. Let's see. Well, we can defeat some bears on the way back at least. we doing for time anyway? Oh wow, we're actually past the 3-hour limit. Whew, did not realize that. So yeah, we're just gonna rock ourselves back to base and then call it a stream, guys. Cocaine bears? Yeah, the same bears that I fought when I did the cocaine bear challenge run. We're gonna head back, just kind of by them. How many do we need to take out? 10. Taking out 10 bears will take a while. We're just gonna head back to base and then call it a stream. Chronic's going, and well, it's 3 hours on a weeknight, and I gotta be up before dawn, so. I like to at least try to wind down in the evenings before I pass out. But I think we made decent progress. We got some building done on the tower. We managed to gather up a chunk of resources, even if not a huge amount. And we got enough demon blood to build 2.5 map rooms. And made some progress on the battle pass. Ecker Wave Runner got to be boosted up a little bit more. And we captured Area the Ravager in the volcano for a very powerful thrall once he finishes training up. Need more sleep after that 5-hour stream. Yeah. Oh yeah, that Elden Ring stream was... It was a bit much, but... But it was still fun, and we'll definitely be getting up to some shenanigans for the next Elden Ring stream. But thank you all very much for stopping by. This has been the Grey Ghost for the Warband Exiles stream, and maybe we'll mix up a bit next Thursday. Maybe we'll continue. We'll see what happens. But for now, y'all have a good night. Check out Chronic if you're still looking for more Warband content, because he's live now. And I will see you guys around at the very least on Sunday. Peace out.